Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bryce and today is Saturday, August 2nd. As you saw in those first clips there, I've acquired some oats that I bought from my buddy Jordan. I have 368 bushel on here according to the scale on the grain cart. And then also yesterday, when I went to work, I got some corn, so that's the other clip you saw of it falling all the way from the load out onto the tubs on the trailer. And the plan is my brother's going to help me today, and we're going to mix up another load of feed to take over to the pasture where the calves are. Getting the tractor warmed up here, and my brother's going to follow me with this pickup just because I can't see anything behind me. So if I need to make some left-hand turns, I got someone behind me to help me and communicate a little bit. There's quite a few hills in this area, and I was actually expecting the 900 here to handle it a little better, but it definitely handled it better than I knew the 3600 would. But I just got it in second gear right now. I got the torque in high, and we're just creeping down the hill. Be smart about it. If this is in low, the tractor will coast. It'll just freewheel. So I got it a low gear with the torque ahead. We're just creeping down the hill. Once we get to the flat here, we'll be good to go again. Well, we made it home with the wagon train here. No issues, so that's good. It is lunchtime, so Brennan and I are going to go in and eat some lunch, and then we'll come up with a game plan of how we're going to do this fun job. All right, so I think we got it all figured out here. Our finished product is going to be going in that back wagon right there. So what we're going to do is empty that back small wagon into the bin. The bin is pretty much empty, so that's all going to fit in there. And then we're going to draw the oats out of the big wagon here for mixing. And then I have the corn on my trailer. We got soybean meal. Now I just need to set everything up so it's going to work, and we have the big horsepower here to run everything PTO wise. All right, so I'll grab the hopper. All right, so augers lined up with the bin, tractors hooked up to the PTO, wagons lined up. Brennan left to go to the farm to go get more soybean meal. That's for the pallets out. I forgot I needed that. But while he's going to do that, I'm going to empty this wagon, get that in the bin, and then get the feed mill out of the barn. The reason the 900 is here, I pulled both the wagons empty over to the field with 3600, and I left the 3600 at the farm because we're going to wash some tractors, and that one needs to be washed. There's a fuel leak on it that we need to figure out where that's at. So, and obviously I couldn't use that tractor to pull these wagons home, so that's why I have the G900 here helping out. So let's get this wagon empty. All right, so we're ready to get started here now, and here is the madness going on. So we have the corn right here, we got the oats right here, we got the cement mixer, conveyor, mill, and the wagon we're putting it in right there. Brennan is pretty much going to be on oat duty, so what we're doing is 12 bushels of oats, 2.5 bushels of corn, to 1 bag of soybean meal. That's the batches we're going with. So I just need to keep track of the numbers, try and divide it out equally as I'm putting them in the mixer there, which will then go up the conveyor into the mill, which will crack the corn. So we're getting mixed in the mixer, and then again mixed in the mill there. So it's a pretty nice, even, consistent product coming out. My friend Jacob and I did the math of what it takes to make a 50-pound bag of this, and what I've been buying 50-pound bags for is a little over $15. We did the math, converted it down into a 50-pound bag. I'm making this stuff for like $4 a bag. So just takes a little bit of time. I mean, I'd be sitting on the couch otherwise, so Brennan's working for free, and he's got nothing better to do. So we're gonna fire it up here, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. So we got whole corn going in with the ration, and that's what the corn looks coming out of the mill. That mill does a really nice job. I think I paid like $400 for it. Ain't that quite the setup or what? Wow. Well, we got the wagon full. I'm out of corn. This is still probably a little over half full with oats yet, but I'm out of corn, so that's what we get. All right, it's 5 o'clock here now. I'm going to bring the tractor and wagon over to the pasture, and we'll get this unloaded. folks, I'm over here at the pasture. I just borrowed the neighbor's auger when I come over here. Auger's right over here, so went and got that. That's set up into the wagon right there with the roof on it. And we got everything jockeyed around, and we're filling her up now. Well, all in the day's work. Got her mixed up, got it unloaded, got them fed. I'm ready to go to the bar. Well, I did in fact stop at the bar. Had a couple pops and a burger. Now we're gonna continue on our way home.